They say Iceland is green, and Greenland is icy. But is that really true? Or is there more to the story? Today, we're uncovering the surprising history, climate, and geography behind these two misnamed lands. Over 1,000 years ago, Viking explorers named Iceland and Greenland, but not quite accurately. Flóki Vilgerðarson, frustrated by harsh winters, called his new home Island, or Iceland, even though much of it wasn't frozen. Meanwhile, Erik the Red, exiled from Iceland, named a vast icy land Greenland to attract settlers. A clever marketing trick that still confuses people today. Greenland is home to the world's second-largest ice sheet, covering about 80% of the island. But did you know its thickness increases dramatically from the coast toward the center? Near the edges, the ice is thinner, but as you move inland, it builds up to a staggering 3,000 meters, nearly 10,000 feet thick. That's like stacking 8 Empire State Buildings on top of each other. This massive ice sheet holds enough frozen water to raise global sea levels by over 7 meters if it were to melt completely. And with climate change accelerating ice loss, Greenland's future is more uncertain than ever. Scientists are closely monitoring these changes, as they could have major consequences for the entire planet. Looking at this NDVI map, which measures vegetation, we can see a striking contrast between Greenland and Iceland from March to August. While Greenland remains mostly barren and icy, Iceland turns noticeably greener. In fact, Iceland has over 50% more vegetated land compared to Greenland's ice-dominated terrain. But despite its name, Iceland isn't entirely ice-free. Glaciers still cover about 11% of its surface, though they are far less extensive than Greenland's ice sheet. The largest glaciers include Vatnajökull, Europe's second-largest glacier, Langjökull, Hofsjökull, and Mýrdalsjökull, each shaping Iceland's dramatic landscape. This animation highlights the ocean currents that shape Greenland and Iceland's climates. Greenland is surrounded by cold currents, like the East Greenland Current, which carries frigid Arctic waters south, and the West Greenland Current, which moves cold water north along the coast. These currents reinforce Greenland's icy conditions. Meanwhile, Iceland is warmed by the Gulf Stream, which feeds the North Atlantic Drift, flowing along its southeast coast and keeping temperatures much milder. Now, let's compare sea surface temperatures at latitude 64 degrees north. While waters near Greenland stay near freezing, Iceland's can be up to 7 degrees Celsius warmer. This difference plays a major role in why Iceland is greener, while Greenland remains frozen. This animation shows how sea ice expands around Greenland in winter, but barely reaches Iceland, even at its peak. Thanks to the warm North Atlantic Drift, Iceland's waters stay mostly ice-free, unlike Greenland's ice-choked coastline. Nuuk, Greenland, and Reykjavik, Iceland, share the same latitude, 64 degrees north, but their temperatures tell a different story. As this annual graph shows, Reykjavik is consistently warmer than Nuuk by up to 6 degrees Celsius, with the warm North Atlantic Drift keeping its climate much milder year-round. Reykjavik's vibrant green landscape is a testament to its mild climate. From the panoramic view at Perlan, you can see sprawling greenery, with vibrant fields and clusters of trees, a rare sight in such a northern city. Iceland is not too cold for forests as you might think. In fact, a great deal of the country was once covered with thriving birchwoods. Iceland might not be known for vast forests, but it's far from lacking green spaces. The country is home to stunning national parks like Vatnajökull, where you'll find sprawling forests nestled beneath towering glaciers with landscapes from lush woodlands to rugged volcanic terrain. The landscape around Nuuk, Greenland's capital, is a stark contrast to Iceland's greenery. Surrounded by rugged mountains, fjords, and icy waters, Nuuk's environment is harsh and barren, with minimal vegetation and vast stretches of rocky terrain. Greenland's only forest, the Kingwa Valley, stretches for 15 kilometers, offering a rare glimpse of greenery in an otherwise barren landscape. This unique valley is home to scattered birch and willow trees, flourishing in the relatively milder conditions. The valley leads to Taserswak Lake, a peaceful body of water nestled within the valley's stunning scenery. So is Greenland really icy, and is Iceland really green? Let's break it down. Despite its name, Greenland is mostly covered by an immense ice sheet, with only small coastal areas free of ice. On the other hand, Iceland, though it has glaciers, has a much milder climate due to the North Atlantic drift, making it greener than expected.